Hello and welcome to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. My name is Adam. I'm the community manager of Franchise Hockey. With me, as always, and not pictured on your screen, or at least in digital form, I guess he is FHM producer Jeff. Say hi, Jeff.
Hey, everybody.
And we are back with it's our Canadian Football Hockey League game, Jeff. We've done 2 seasons, and guess what? You somehow stumbled your way into another championship. Of course, when you only have
if I get
5 teams in the league, that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. And one excuse after another. How many championships is that I've won on streams now? I think that's what, 4 or 5.
I don't know when you cheat.
How many have you had?
Cheat and only have like 4
Come on,
teams
you're
in the league.
in round numbers. How many have you had? It's a really round number. It's a
you
0.
Have like 4 teams in the league. It's like, oh, I won. Well, yeah, it's because it's you or the other team, and you just keep simming her out until you win.
Hey, you're perfectly welcome to try a league like that.
I can't. I need to do better things.
Okay, well, we're actually doing pretty good in the other game, so maybe there's hope for this week. But anyhow, just to recap what we did last season. This is our custom league with the Canadian Football League teams and CFL-like rules, restrictions on the number of import players, and there's no shootouts, various other little stuff. So we can see here we were actually in a tie for first overall, fairly close finish, but we wound up with the second seed in the playoffs. Didn't stop us. We went 12-2 in the playoffs and swept the Saskatchewan in the final series to get our first championship in this game.
Woo!
And taking a quick look at our stats for the season. Not surprisingly, Drummond, our 5-star guy, 95 points in 78 games. And it really drops off after him. Polonich, the left wing, has developed really nicely. He's only 26 now, and a couple of 70-point seasons for him. But after that, it drops back into the 40s. But we've got quite a bit of a depth because you can see it going down to, it's mostly, we've got a ton of guys in the 20, 30, 40-point range, including a couple who were kind of surprises. Rezov, Boris the Animal, did absolutely nothing when we picked him up last year, but was nearly half a point a game this season. So pretty nice there. Playoffs. You see the secondary scoring showed up a bit more there. Drummond's still a leader, but you got a bunch of guys that are close to point per game. So can't really complain about any of that. So I guess at this point, take a quick look at our expiring contracts. Oh, we got a few here we got to deal with, don't we? And some of them are fairly expensive. Our goalie was actually out for the deciding game, but I think we're going to want to re-sign him anyhow. He's only 25 and 4.5 stars. He's making 7.3 million now. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, he only wants to raise to 7.8 million for 3 years. I bet you I can actually get him down to virtually no raise. This was such a, whoops, wrong way to do that. High contract to begin with. I haven't really advanced this at all. Been kind of busy with FHM 6 development, which is still coming along nicely. Okay, so we want 70,000 more, close enough. And okay, Breton. Oh, he's the guy we signed as, I think, a free agent from Edmonton last year, and he did pretty badly, come to look at it. 15 points in 78 games.
36, so I wouldn't worry too much.
Well, we paid him $6 million for 15 points, unless he's asking for a huge pay cut. Oh, he wants another 6.3 for 1 year and a no-movement clause. Yeah, buddy, good luck with free agency. That's not happening.
Perfect.
Mikalski, who was injured for... Oh, no, we got him in a trade from Ottawa. That's right. And 5.5, he was making 3 stars, so I think we can give some of the money we're going to save from Breton to whatever he wants. Yeah, see, he barely wants a raise. I think I'll actually just give him that. 3-year deal. Locked him up too. Now Summers, our American import, had a pretty good year last year. I mean, he's got 37 points, but making 4.1 million, and he's down to 2 stars. Now you seem to remember he was declining quite a bit near the end, wasn't he? And
I believe so.
Got a few bad development reports. Oh, but he only wants 2.1 for 2 years.
I think we let him go.
Let's see if I can get him for 1 year. Just see if he'll bite on it. No, see, he's insisting on 2. I'll take it up to 2.5. But that's it. No, he's okay with it. Okay, so we may have him for another year. I'm just a little worried about trying to fill guys with, like, the talent pool in this league. And the league is so small. And I think we're going to expand. It's going to be kind of thin. It's also tempting to sign some of these guys just as expansion draft fodder. Bignani, another 6.6 million, 39 years old. Had a decent season, but is clearly headed downhill in our area.
Just let him go.
Yeah, he wants another 5.3 million and no movement. Nope, not going to happen. And the last of the 1 year guys is Allenson, 35. Don't think we're going to keep him either. Yeah, he wants a little too much. All these no movement clauses for these ancient guys.
Oh, they don't want to move teams.
Well, too bad. You can do it the hard way, and I'm just checking all the contracts. Nope, that's the only ones, the expiring ones we've had, so I think we'll be able to keep this team mostly intact, other than a handful of veterans that weren't huge contributors last year, and hopefully we can grab somebody decent in the draft.
Yeah, well, again, we know who we want, Jeff.
Yeah. Well,
Here's
we'll
a question.
Get to it in a second. Yeah.
Here's a question I don't know the answer to. Is there any way to expand the amount of rounds there are in the draft?
No. That's kind of it's a bad idea for that to be customizable, because particularly in a custom league like this, it's tied to the if you had more rounds, there either may not be enough players to fill it out, or the quality would be, I would have to mess around with the talent pool a bit.
Okay, if you add more teams, does it change how many rounds?
Yes, it does. No, it doesn't change the number of rounds. It just changes, if you add more teams, it'll change the number of players it's generating.
Okay, I'm just curious. Good to know. Thing in the chat from Gudu says, how about this trade with your Canucks, Jeff, during the 0-2 Sabres offseason? I traded Hasek, some half-star minor leaguer, 5th and 6th round picks for Bertuzzi, Olin, and 2 first-rounders.
Hasek still had a lot in the tank at that point, didn't he? Now there what, 6 or 7 years left?
Yeah, well, he went back overseas for a year there too, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if I would do that. I mean, 2 first-rounders although you're with Hasek and goal, they're going to do pretty well in that period.
Although, let's be honest, that is a completely connect straight at the
Oh, yeah. Hey, guess who's in Kelowna this week to sign autographs? So I'm going to preempt this on you. My favorite Canuck of all time.
Tyler Myers?
No, actually, there was a picture on the Canucks board and Reddit of him going through the Kelowna airport yesterday. But no, not Tyler Myers.
See,
Mark Messier is in town.
Okay, well, you're the one throwing that, not me. I was trying to figure out what it would be.
And we got to extend an assistant. Might as well give him the long-term one. When is the draft here?
25th.
Of June? Okay, yeah, we only got 2 weeks. It's coming up. That one nice and fast. We're almost there already.
AJ, oh no, Mark Messier is in Vancouver. Better give him maximum security. In the chat.
Okay, so we're drafting 9th overall because Saskatchewan actually finished ahead of us in the regular season. So, anything else we have to get done? Nope, I don't think we want to make any trades. So let's see. Oops, not drafted. That's why. There we go. Okay. And just, I mean, some fairly good guys at the top end of it. Mostly Canadians, couple of imports. I think we've got an import slot we can use. Let me check that just to be sure. Well, we got a Swede that isn't that important, and a 37-year-old American, and we're allowed 6 spots. Russian, yeah, we got import spots to use. It's not a problem. So, first 6 picks. Ottawa goes for the 5-star guy. Not surprising. A lot of goalies going early. Fortunately, we have...
A lot of people need goalies.
Unfortunately for you, though, look who went at number 8.
Oh! Oh!
Francis LaFrance goes to the Atlantic Schooners.
Of course the Atlantic Schooners take him.
Okay, so our choices...
I know.
Go ahead.
No, I know who the choice is. You say who you think it's going to be.
Oh, we got a bunch of, well, several 3-star plus left wings, 2 3.5 stars. Hull, American, is going to take an import spot, but he's developed a full star ahead of Spencer, the Canadian. Finn Spencer, good name.
Yeah, that's who it is. You got to take Finn Spencer for the name alone, Jeff. There's a guy further down who's Swedish, whose name is Sebastian Schultz, which makes me smile.
Okay, I don't see any durability problems with him. What's the scouting report say? Adjust quickly, that's good. Scouting report says he's a little injury prone. But currently playing for Carleton. I almost went to Carleton.
Oh, really?
Yep. I was applying for the the Page program in the House of Commons, where you basically you're a gopher for the MPs. I applied for that, did not get in, however, so I wound up going to Victoria. And this is not a snake draft. No, it isn't. So Hull winds up going to Ottawa. Go ahead.
No, who did you end up taking there?
I took Finn, what's his name? Spencer.
Spencer, okay.
Next pick.
I didn't know. You just kind of shot through it there, and I missed it.
Yeah, AJ, I added, I'm just going to reading the chat, I added Kivaharju to the database. He wasn't in it right now, but he will be in for FHM6. Bedard already is.
Taking a look.
And Gudu's got a question. Wait, I'm just... Oh, yeah, I think the problem with splitting the budget for extensions and free agents is the extensions budget is calculated a little differently because it has to look forward. I'll take a look at that, but I'm not sure.
Jeff, you have to look at this goaltender, Nicholas Racine. This guy has just amazing things on his profile.
Chinese second nationality.
Just click on it and just look at all of his stuff. Plays for Wilfrid Laurier.
Yep.
But doesn't speak English. He's fluent in French and good in Chinese. I think that would make him fairly tough to play with for a lot of players.
Yeah, there's actually no effect in the game right now for that, but it's added and it's already in for FHM6.
I don't know, that just kind of cracked me up.
I think the guy we got to go for here is Michele Rico. Probably pronounced that wrong, but good Italian name. For playing for Guelph, 2.5-star defenseman, and he can play for us right now.
Oh, I was gonna say you also have Bruno Caldera, unless he already went indoors. Oh, he did. Sorry.
Yeah, he did. Winnipeg. Yeah. Oh, there's a couple others. Tyler Zhu.
Zhu.
And Miloslav Altman, who'd take an import slot, so probably not really worth it.
He's only 2 stars, though.
It's Zhu or Rico. What do we need? A left defenseman or a right defenseman?
Zhu is on fire, literally, so stay away from him. He's red.
Too bad. We said we need the left defenseman a little more. Is he? Oh,
His
yeah,
stomach
fragile.
is just...
What does a Rico look like? Oh, a Rico's no better. A Rico's got bad legs and arms.
Ooh. All right, let's give a second here. Okay, well, in my game... So who did... Emerson Robichaud went to Ottawa, or went to Winnipeg in my game.
I think I'm going to go with Zhu just because we need the left defenseman a little more.
I'm just looking here.
I'm going to take Zhu and...
Hold on. Hold on.
Okay, I'm holding. What are you looking for?
Oh, I'm just looking to see if there's anybody else who's jumping off here.
Nobody really. It's all... there's only a handful of 2.5-star guys. We don't need a goalie. Oh, there's Courthouse, but he's 1 star only right now. He's got 2.5-star potential, but he's going to be a lot longer getting there than these other guys.
All right. Question from the chat was...
Yeah, I'm taking Zhu, by the way.
That's fine. I took Caldera because he was available in my game. He says, is there any way to implement a way you can spread your money for extensions and free agents? I have 500,000.
Yep, I answered it.
Did you?
I did.
What was the answer? Because my brain clearly missed that.
It's a little complicated because of the way the extensions number is calculated. It's not using the same number, so I'll take a look at it, but I'm not sure if we can do that.
How did my brain miss that? I don't know. Thinking about too many things, I guess.
So we can actually grab another 2.5-star defenseman here if we want to use the import spot on the Czech guy, Alton, who's actually really sturdy, 3 stars. I think we should grab this guy. Can play either side. Not injury prone at all.
I'll see in my game, Zhu is still there, so I'm going to pick him.
And we got your friend Racine is still available in, what is this, the 4th round?
Yeah,
I think I'm going to grab him just in case, because I think we might wind up losing a goalie in the expansion draft. I'm not sure we're going to...
Jeff, you gave it away.
I already mentioned it.
I don't think so. Or have I just been that, like, just out of it?
Maybe pretty much, yeah.
My brain is all over the place right now. I'm sorry.
Okay, and
in the chat says, "Are you guys working on a way to fix the expansion draft to only be 30 picks with Vegas exempt?"
I haven't done anything on it yet. I'm not sure. Have they announced officially what the format is going to be?
I'm pretty sure they're talking. It's going to be the same as Vegas.
Yeah, but there's going to have to be an exception for Vegas. So, yeah, we would need that. Would get a little bit complicated. I'd need to think about that a bit. Okay, next pick though.
Vegas is probably going to be a little bit upset because they'll probably want to dump a contract the way how their cap situation has gone.
Yeah. Okay, I think the obvious guy to pick here is Jason Alcock, who's the only non-import winger. And we got Helgeson, but we've already got a left wing in this draft.
I'll see he left in my game, so. The guy who I see is Damon Helgeson.
Yeah, but we already got a left wing, so I left him. Oh, and actually, Helgeson is still...
He's 14 on right wing.
And Helgeson is still available with our last pick, so I might as well grab him, I guess.
Absolutely.
Okay, now we got to get these signed. These guys signed. Oops, have to wait until we start until July 1st to do that, because some of these guys are still too young. Sign a contract. And our end of season summary. Didn't get manager of the year somehow. Travesty. And absolutely nothing in the negative categories, so big 42 points. Bump up negotiating skill a little, and each of our our coaching categories, and a couple of the training ones. And over to the new year. So, where are we going to put these expansion teams?
Oh, don't you want to look to see if anybody retired first?
Our trainers both retired. Oh no, no, one of them was the Edmonton trainer. Okay. Board confidence is just expects us to make the playoffs, and he's relatively happy, so I think we're in good shape there. None of our players, surprisingly enough, retired.
Okay, but we should grab that new trainer we need.
We do, yep. And everything else, we've still got scouts and assistants in places. What?
Just waiting to see if the same top two trainers come up for you.
Not seeing any weird names. What are you looking at?
Oh, I went to sorting through physical training. Physical training.
I got Mike Holm, Arnold Zlacher, and Carl May.
Yeah, Mike Holm. Okay, well, I have another guy on here who's the top guy. He's a Russian with the name of Rustem Gubadayan, or something close to that.
Nope, looks like that was just generated in yours, so he's not in mine.
So, Mike Holm sounds like a good trainer, though.
Actually, no. Arnold Zlacher seems to have better ratings. He's American, but I think we'll go with him. Okay, so that's taken care of. Now, where are we putting these teams?
Okay.
One in each division, presumably?
We should add... Oh, there's a question in the chat before you get going here. From two.
The training skill... it's easier if I'm showing you. Okay, training skills. The coaching, the position ratings, that affects how well he coaches. He can how well he trains players of that position. So if you've got a defenseman you want to train, the best guy to train him, all other things being equal, is going to be the guy with a higher coaching defense rating. The talent, the skills rating, that affects the individual aspects, like the defensive skills will, just to show you on a player, will affect this group, the defensive ratings here, the offensive ratings, and you can see the other ones there as well. So the position rating, for this guy, if you want to improve the say defensive ratings of this particular player, it would be best to have a guy on your staff who is good with defensemen and good at defensive coaching.
Oh, Jeff, we can only expand by one team this year.
Well, we can do it. Yeah, I'd have to do it without the expansion draft.
I guess you could. Yeah, let one team be all free agents. I like it.
See if it makes. Yeah, just to compare and contrast. One team will be free agents.
Yeah.
One team.
I have your first team though that we're adding. You gotta follow these very specific instructions.
Are they going west or east?
This is a west team.
And they are where?
AJ, that could be next year. This one will be the Saskatoon Berries.
You're going to give Saskatchewan 2 teams.
Yeah, might as well. Saskatoon Berries.
I need a different abbreviation for them. Isn't going to conflict with...
Oh, the abbreviation will be TOON. They're the Toons.
Okay, and...
Fanatic fan base. And they play on the berry farm.
The berry farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there we go. Toontown.
Okay, I gotta think about how to... I'm gonna...
So you're gonna add another
let's
team
put,
in?
You need the Eastern team.
Yes, I've been thinking about this. And I think it should be Newfoundland.
Newfoundland.
Newfies is too much on the nose, right?
Yeah, that's not a good idea.
It's got to be in the west, guys, or in the east, not the west. The Newfoundland.
How about the Newfoundland Rock? No?
Sure, I like it. I like it.
Okay. Got a big picture of Dwayne Johnson as the logo. And generating a schedule. Any rule changes we want to make this year?
Let's take a look at the rules for a second. Do we want to change playoff structure now?
Yeah, I was just going to say that. We got 10 teams in the league now, so top 4 per each division. Bottom team misses the playoffs.
Yeah, I like it. We might want to make a few adjustments on the salary cap too.
Lower or higher?
Lowering the salary cap and upping the floor a bit.
I'm not going to mess with the floor at all, but I'll take the salary cap down $5 million this time. We can do it again next year. I think we lowered it last year a little too.
80 million sounds good.
Yeah.
So you changed the playoffs to what was it?
Top 4 in each division. And I'm also going to have to add...
Eight teams, 4 per division. You're also going to add
Wait,
what?
hang on. What am I doing here?
You deleted the divisions.
No, I'm looking at the farm league.
Oh, yeah.
12 teams. I can't remember if you can set parent teams, or if that's something we're adding next year.
No, you can. You have to do it on like you go to the team and then go to edit.
Oh yeah, I know what you're doing. Yeah, right. Okay, let's. We need a couple of farm teams for these guys. So one in the west. Oh, Tuke's got a couple of names here for us. I guess they don't necessarily... No, the farm team doesn't have divisions, so they can be anywhere. I like the PEI potatoes. That sounds good to me.
I do too. That's good. And the Yukon Yappers for... I think AJ's got that for what that is. Although, should we move the Saskatoon team now?
Yeah, let's move them down the road to what's the next biggest city in Saskatchewan? Prince Albert?
Okay, as long as you rename the nickname to the team in a can. Or in a bag. Prince Albert in a bag. Or Prince Albert in a can. In a can would be pretty good. Yeah.
Okay. Now we got
Canadian jokes here that hardly anybody will get.
Okay, got to edit a couple of these guys. Okay, Yukon's color scheme seems good enough, I guess. But I'm assuming they're in White Horse. There we go. And PEI, I guess they're in Charlottetown.
Oh, Jeff, you never changed Winnipeg's team. They're just the Blue Bomber reserves.
Oh, did I miss that? I can edit it. Remind me, what was the Winnipeg team's Winnipeg going to be? Oh wait, I thought I did change those. It was the Thunder Bay Whiskey Jacks. I swore I changed that. I remember doing it.
Well, it's not holding there.
Weird. Okay. And we got the one, we didn't get a location change for Newfoundland. I guess we're going to go on St. John's.
Also, hey, look at look at the Farm League again for a second for me. And what does what should say? Let's see here. What does Edmonton actually say?
Edmonton's farm team, Eskimos Trappers. Okay, so that should be the Edmonton Trapper. Forgot to change the team name there. I changed the abbreviation. I just didn't get the team. Okay, so we're going to have an expansion draft, but the only team drafting is going to be, was it? No, it was Saskatoon that we added.
Yep.
And Newfoundland will be forced to fill a roster with free agents, although I think they got a decent pool, because we've dumped a bunch of guys into it. Okay, I think we're done with league changes. Oh, we should actually check if there are any decent free agents out there for us. And we need to sign our rookies. So the top three for sure. And yeah, I guess I think we've got enough roster space to get all of them. And these guys are pretty much all. I think we've got the entry-level contracts turned on for this, so...
Yeah, you need to edit the farm teams to attach to their parent clubs, but I'm not seeing the option. But I know, is it maybe not here in...
No, you gotta do it from the top down.
From the top down?
Yep.
Oh, right.
So I go to Saskatoon and select Yukon, and I go to Newfoundland and select PEI and save them both. And just quickly check back to make sure that's stuck. Yep. Okay. Now, free agents. Are there any? Nope, just the guys we cut loose, basically. Swede we gave up on 2 years ago. Breton, the guy wants way too much money for a 36-year-old. One passable import defenseman from Edmonton that we don't really need. Bignani, the other guy we let go. Do we have... Not really seeing anybody here that's worth signing.
Well, just looking at... Well, we can kind of wait for a day and see what happens after the draft, too.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
But if anyone we leave is going to probably get ate by that other expansion team.
Yeah. Okay, well, let's...
Oh, you might want to go to upcoming
yeah.
free agents. Although, you know what, maybe not if we're going to the... I wouldn't do that anyways until after the draft.
Actually, most of our players are going to be exempt from this because the league is so new. I don't think most of the guys have the number of games played, so...
Oh.
The expansion...
I wasn't even thinking about that.
Yeah.
So both teams are going to have a tough go. So I guess if there's any bad contracts, we know who we can send them to.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to... Okay. Got all our guys signed. These guys want numbers. And yeah, I don't think there was anybody available. I didn't think of that. We should have waited a little while until for one more year because then we would have had actual players available. So basically, we're going to get 2 expansion teams with free agents who are going to be really, really bad.
It'll be fine, probably.
I mean, somebody to run up the score on.
We can...
Yeah, just getting the numbers assigned here.
Yeah, they literally have...
So, yeah, okay, Newfoundland managed to fill out their roster already.
Oh, good for them.
They got Breton, our old cast-off winger. And they're they got 1 3-star guy, some 1.5-star guys. How is Saskatoon doing? Not quite as good, although they got Caustic, that Czech defenseman. Pretty terrible in goal. So I don't think we're gonna. Yeah, we're not trying to sign anybody. As a free agent right now, we've got some cap space. Maybe there'll be better free agents coming up in the next year or two.
Oh, if nothing else, I'll have a draft class underneath him, which will gladly help.
Yeah. And okay, development report, last off-season one, I think. Not surprisingly, a lot of guys going downhill. As we've got a very old team still.
Good thing you didn't increase the.
Yeah, the new teams would have had trouble getting above it. One of our players got a hospital named after him in Copenhagen.
How nice for him.
Should take a. We're probably way past any decent free agents being available, but. That Swedish defenseman we gave up on 2 years ago is still hanging around. Do we have his rights? No, Ottawa does. So I'm not sure why he's not signing anywhere. And just going to take a look at all of our contracted guys to make sure we haven't got any problems depth-wise. Oh, we're right at our contract limit too. Oh wow, I didn't realize we had that many goalies. Okay, and the training camp report. The usual suspects headed downhill. Spencer, our number one pick, improving quite a bit. That's good. Helgeson, too. The guy we got in the last round, improved by 5. Not too bad. And captains. We let our captain. Oh no, wait. Our captain was what's his name? Defenseman Rempel. He's still there. Drummond as the other one. So we need to, we lost an alternate captain somewhere in there, so we need to name the assistant.
Easy enough to do.
Yep. Han seems like the obvious guy. He's only 26, but really high leadership and determination ratings, and that should be... good. Somewhere down the line. Whoops, where did I... Han is alternate 1, Drummond is 2. Okay, there we go. Oh, in exhibition season already? Yep. And I'm not going to change too much up because we did pretty well last year.
Makes sense.
Anybody on the farm we need to bring up? Nobody that I can see urgently. Everybody's 1 star or so. And in fact, probably a couple we can send down. Oh wow, Stone. Oh no, Stone was the guy that we didn't play for us last year. We had him on the farm the whole year. We just called him up for the 1 playoff game at the end. So nothing to worry about there. First line makes sense. Rookie Spencer gets on the second one. Alcock, another rookie on the third, or on the fourth rather. Helgeson's sitting right now. And Zhu, the defenseman we picked in the second round, is going to be on the first pair.
All right. I guess he was a good pick.
And we are at our foreigner limit too now. I think the first time we've hit that. At least with decent players. We got a little time left. 3-2 win to open up the exhibition season over Winnipeg. A 5-1 win over Saskatchewan. Rematch of the championship series last year. Hamilton up next. 4-2 win. And Boris the Animal gets hurt. Only day-to-day though, so we'll just put the rookie in. Oh, actually, I don't like the way they're using the defenseman here. Swap Hollick with Wedelainen and see if we can get him better at left defense. Montreal, we're not going to get any exhibition games against the new teams. 4-3. Oh, who's hurt now? Summers, the American defenseman day-to-day, sore foot. And got a chat question. I'm going to check that in a second.
I'll read it.
Go ahead.
I have a question since one of your centers has the role. If a center has the up and down winger role, does that negatively affect his ability to play center? Like, will he play a lot one wing?
Oh, did I set somebody like that? Oh, yeah, starter did. That's no good. It's not going to help him. It'll change his rating slightly. But basically, yeah, he's just going to... It won't really change the way he works. It's weird that he got that, though. Why is he... Oh, is that started? Yeah. Must have... Oh, he's got... Yeah, he got a fairly high left wing rating. I think I need to check the way that's being calculated, because it's weird. Did we get that? He should... Yeah, playmaker he's just as good at, but he shouldn't be high. Shouldn't be that high on it. Whoops. But yeah, he'll be better. He'll be better with a center. Well, not a center specific one, but one that isn't center exclusive. There we go, our opening game, our first exhibition game at least, against the Saskatoon Berries and their lovely... Oh, we should do something about the uniform colors before next week.
I'm already working on something, Jeff.
Okay.
Already working on something.
We win 5-1. We outshoot them. Ouch. 83-7. These guys may not be terribly competitive. So it's a, it's a great game in goal, but...
That is harsh.
And finally, we lose an exhibition game, 5-3 against Winnipeg, and this should get us into the regular season. Yeah, hey Jay, 90 sim where the Canucks get Gretzky and playing with Lyndon Bury. That'd be nice. Better than what actually happened. I know I probably shouldn't make it winger exclusive, but it should be discounting the guy because the guy's winger rating was too low. I got to look at what it's doing there, Duke. It's not quite right. Almost got our injured guys back. And we got one of them back. Summers is back for the opener against Calgary, but his fitness is still a little low, so I think he's going to sit. Oh, we got a couple of minor. Oh, no, we already knew about Rezov, and Wickstead is dehydrated. So we will actually just swap Furby in for the opener against Calgary. Whoops, I got too many players in here. Oh, I got to send some guys down. I'm way over. We're seeing the goalie for sure. Ross, one defenseman. And okay, actually I'm going to have to send the check down and put Summers into the lineup. Okay, home opener against Calgary, or road opener rather, season opener. And Calgary beats us 4-3.
Nice.
And looks like we picked up an injury. Guimon, defenseman, hip flexor strain. He's out for 2 weeks, so already the defenseman injuries start. And we get Saskatoon for game number 2. Any guesses on the shot totals here?
172.
Well, we beat them 10-1, but it was only 38-11 on shots. Oh, no, wait, that's just on their starter. The actual shot total, 62-11. And 7 points for Darryl Drummond. I think that might actually be a league record. Single game records. Oh, I didn't record. Oh, I think I have to advance a day. That's weird. It didn't know it was a 7-point game and didn't give him the points record. I have to check on that. That was definitely 7 points.
Question about RFAs in the fictional league. If you start with an initial draft with your young players drafted, say,
oh, we only had 6 points. That's why. Okay. Well,
automatic RFA, or will they all players in the initial draft be designated and UFA?
Well, you're in. What do you mean, like the players? As soon as you draft them in an initial draft, they're signed contracts right away, so nobody's a free agent. But the other, after that, the RFA, UFA rules should work normally, assuming you're using the NHL ones. Okay, we finally got Rezov back. And looks like Wickstead is back too, although we didn't get notified of that. So sort of semi-healthy for the Ottawa game. And we lose 3-2 to Ottawa. That's a little disturbing. And we got another injury. Day to day. Let's see if he's ready by the time, ready to come back for the next one. Nope, he's out, and I'm out of roster room, so I'm going to have to send Furby down and call up a defenseman. I think we're okay on import spot, so I can bring up the Czech guy. Yeah, we're okay, just barely. And we win 3-2 in overtime, at least. Still not a very impressive start. And another injury. Come on. At least this one's only day-to-day. Sore forearm. And 6-1 win over Hamilton. Okay, maybe we're finally getting into shape here. Nope, because we just lost 6-5 to the Atlantic Schooners. How did LaFrance do? Francis LaFrance, 1 assist, but only a 53 game rating.
Sweet name, though.
And we get Saskatoon again. Surprisingly, another blowout. We outshoot them 65-7 and win 5-2. A 5-3 win over Toronto gets us to 5-3 on the season. Okay, we got Altman back. Right, who's in his spot? St. Arnaud was in his spot. And Hollick's fitness is down to 49. That's not good. Put St. Arnaud in for one game like that. AJ, what I usually do for those is, I can't automate it, but I will put the new arena in the arena database, so when it does happen, you can switch it over manually. But yeah, you'd think there should be some way of that we can set that up. And I think we got some guys back from injury now. Actually, I'm just gonna do that. And see what the AI does with the lines. Yeah, it's got all the right guys. That seems reasonable. Another game against Saskatoon. 12-1 this time. So our guys are piling up points against the exhibition teams at least. Or expansion teams, rather.
As expected.
So, through 10 games, we're actually in first place. Despite the sort of sad start, Saskatoon is 0-9. Newfoundland has actually won a couple of games. Not sure they managed that. Okay, let's take a quick look at the leaders. And, wow, yeah, not surprisingly, with 3 games against Saskatchewan, it's all our guys at the top of the scoring list. Spencer, the rookie, is leading the league in goals. 10 goals in his first 10 games in CFHL. Drummond in points and shots. Rempel, our captain, plus minus. Oh, half of Spencer's goals are power play goals. And Polonich is leading the league in penalty minutes somehow.
All right, Jeff, I have sent you jerseys and logos.
Okay, well, we're going to, I think, wind it up here then, and we'll get those in next week.
All right.
I know, I love the beautiful red and neon green that this... Come on, tell me that's not attractive.
You know, with Saskatoon, we went purple, because, I mean, berries, right? Saskatoon berries.
Yeah, I'll have to change the team colors too, because that's kind of annoying.
Yeah, so we will have some new stuff, but again, I got it all sent to Jeff. So thank you very much for tuning in to another Franchise Hockey Manager 5 stream. We typically stream every Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern on twitch.tv/OOTP Developments. All of our streams are archived on a YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/OOTP Developments. You can also reach out to us on our Facebook page, which is facebook.com/Franchise Hockey Manager. On Twitter, we're at Franchise Hockey, or you can come on down to our official website, which is ootpdevelopments.com. Click on the community button in the top right-hand corner, which will bring you to our official forums. You can come talk about Park Baseball, Franchise Hockey Manager, Perfect Team, or anything else you want to talk about. Jeff, did I miss anything?
No, I don't think so. I know I keep saying this. We'll hopefully be able to tell you some FHM6 news next week. I mean, I know we're in really good shape right now. It's coming along nicely. I've actually been testing an early build of it with most of the features in, or at least most of the ones. There's going to be a few more coming, but quite a few of them are in at this point. There's just a little hold up where we can't officially announce anything yet, and we're hoping that gets cleared up very soon. So keep your fingers crossed, and hopefully I'll be able to tell you something soon about that. Otherwise, we will be back next week, and with Adam's Quebec Nordiques, who are, after completely gutting the franchise, are doing reasonably well this year. So maybe this is finally the year Adam wins one. But don't hold your breath.
Huzzah.
Okay, thanks everybody, and we'll see you next week.